Did you know that the average American retires at 64, but their life expectancy is only 77? That's just 13 years to enjoy the fruits of decades of labor. But what if there was a way to flip the script and retire decades earlier? In this video, we're going to explore the fascinating world of early retirement and break down the steps you need to take to achieve financial freedom sooner than you ever thought possible. You're about to discover strategies that could shave years, even decades, off your working life. And trust me, you won't want to miss the last part where we reveal some game-changing insights that could accelerate your path to early retirement and a product that you don't want to miss. Is early retirement really possible for the average person? The answer might surprise you. Stay tuned to find out. Let's start by redefining retirement. In our society, retirement isn't about age, intelligence, or how long you've worked. It all boils down to one crucial factor: money. Or more specifically, having enough assets to fund the rest of your life without working. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how much money is enough? Great question. The amount varies for everyone, but there are three key variables we need to consider. 1. Your current annual income. 2. Your current annual savings. 3. Your current annual expenses. These three factors are the foundation of your early retirement plan. By understanding and optimizing these variables, you can chart your quickest path to financial independence. Now, let's dive into the first and arguably most critical factor in your early retirement journey: your annual expenses. Your yearly expenses are the cornerstone of your retirement plan. Why? Because they directly determine how much money you need to have invested to live comfortably without working. This is where the concept of the safe withdrawal rate comes into play. Financial experts often recommend a 4% safe withdrawal rate for those aiming to retire early and make their money last indefinitely. Here's how it works. You can withdraw 4% of your investment portfolio each year without running out of money. For example, if you have $500,000 invested, you could spend $20,000 annually. With a $1 million portfolio, that increases to $40,000 per year. The beauty of this approach is that your portfolio is designed to keep up with inflation, cover taxes, and continue growing even as you withdraw from it. This means your yearly spending is the most crucial factor in determining how much you need for retirement. To calculate your magic number for retirement, simply multiply your annual expenses by 25. So if you spend $50,000 a year, you'd need a nest egg of $1.25 million to retire comfortably. But here's where it gets really interesting. By reducing your expenses, you're not only saving more money, but also lowering the total amount you need to retire. It's a double win that can significantly accelerate your path to financial independence. All right, now that we've tackled expenses, let's move on to the second crucial variable in our early retirement equation: savings. Your current savings account and savings rate are powerful levers in your early retirement strategy. Here's why. Increasing your savings rate has a dual effect. Not only are you putting away more money, but you're also reducing your expenses, which in turn lowers the total amount you need to save for retirement. This is where the FIRE movement comes in. FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early, and it's a community of people dedicated to aggressive saving and investing to achieve early retirement. Many FIRE enthusiasts aim to save 30%, 50%, or even 70% of their annual income. Let's look at some real numbers to illustrate the power of a high savings rate. With a 70% savings rate, you could potentially retire in just 8 years. Dropping to a 50% savings rate extends that timeline to about 14 years. A 20% savings rate pushes retirement out to around 28.5 years. These numbers might seem extreme, but they highlight an important point. Even small increases in your savings rate can dramatically reduce your time to retirement. For example, going from a 10% to a 15% savings rate could shave years off your working life. To put this in perspective, the average American has a savings rate of just 4.5%. At that rate, traditional retirement at 65 becomes the norm. But by pushing your savings rate higher, even to 15% or 20%, you can start to see the possibility of retiring years or even decades earlier. Now that we've covered expenses and savings, let's talk about the third key factor in our early retirement formula: income. Your current income is a major determinant of how quickly you can reach your retirement goals. Simply put, earning more money allows you to save more, potentially accelerating your journey to financial independence. But what if you're in a career with limited income potential? Don't worry, there are creative solutions. One strategy is to consider relocating to an area with higher pay for your profession. For example, a teacher in Tennessee earning an average of $53,619 per year could move to Massachusetts, where the average teacher salary is $88,903. By maintaining the same lifestyle and saving the difference, you can dramatically speed up your path to early retirement. Of course, this strategy requires some sacrifice and flexibility, but it illustrates an important point. Thinking creatively about your income can open up new possibilities for early retirement. Have you ever considered relocating for higher pay? What other creative strategies have you used to boost your income? Share your thoughts in the comments. Now that we've covered the three main variables in our early retirement equation, let's dive into 4 must-do strategies to help you reach your goals faster. Must-do number 1, define your retirement preferences. The first crucial step is to clearly define what retirement means to you. Do you want to spend $20,000 a year, $40,000, $60,000, or perhaps you're aiming for a more lavish lifestyle? It's important to be specific about your retirement goals, but also remain flexible. Your preferences might change over time, and that's okay. Maybe you'll reach your initial goal and realize you want to do some part-time work to stay engaged. Or perhaps you'll discover new passions that require adjusting your financial plans. The key is to start with a clear vision, but be willing to reassess and adjust as you go along. This flexibility can help you stay motivated and ensure your retirement plan aligns with your evolving life goals. Must-do number 2, avoid lifestyle creep and financial pitfalls. One of the biggest threats to your early retirement plans is lifestyle creep, the tendency to increase your spending as your income rises. It's tempting to buy that fancy new car or upgrade to a bigger house when you get a raise, but these decisions can significantly delay your retirement timeline. Additionally, be wary of get-rich-quick schemes or high-risk investments that promise astronomical returns. While it's important to invest for growth, chasing unrealistic gains can put your entire financial future at risk. Instead, focus on maintaining a lifestyle that allows you to save aggressively while still enjoying life. Remember, every dollar you don't spend today is a dollar that can compound over time, bringing you closer to financial independence. Must-do number 3, plan comprehensively. Retiring early requires careful planning, not just with your investments, but also with your relationships and life decisions. Here are some key areas to consider. Investment planning. If you're retiring significantly earlier than the traditional age, you need to bridge the gap between early retirement and when you can access tax-advantaged retirement accounts without penalties. This might involve a combination of taxable investment accounts and strategies like Roth IRA conversion ladders. Relationship planning. If you're single, consider how a future partner might impact your retirement plans. If you're in a relationship, have open and honest discussions about your financial goals. Aligning on early retirement can supercharge your efforts, while misalignment can create challenges. Family planning. If you're considering having children, factor this into your retirement calculations. Kids are expensive, and they might delay your retirement timeline. On the flip side, if you're not planning on having children, you might be able to retire even earlier. Must-do number 4, optimize your investments and avoid bad debt. To maximize your retirement savings, focus on keeping your investment fees as low as possible. Look for low-cost index funds or ETFs that provide broad market exposure without high management fees. Avoid trying to time the market. Consistent, long-term investing in a diversified portfolio has proven to be a more reliable strategy for most people than trying to predict market movements. Lastly, steer clear of bad debt. While some debt, like a mortgage, can be a useful tool, high-interest consumer debt can seriously derail your early retirement plans. Focus on paying off high-interest debt and avoid taking on new debt that doesn't contribute to your long-term financial goals. As we wrap up, remember that early retirement isn't just about reaching a certain number in your bank account. It's about creating a life that gives you the freedom to pursue your passions, spend time with loved ones, and live on your own terms. The journey to early retirement might seem daunting, but by focusing on optimizing your expenses, maximizing your savings rate, and potentially increasing your income, you can dramatically accelerate your path to financial independence. Remember, every small step you take today compounds over time, bringing you closer to your goals. Whether you're aiming to retire in your 50s, 40s, or even earlier, the strategies we've discussed can help you get there faster. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest financial tips and strategies. If you could retire early, what would be the first thing you'd do with your newfound freedom? Share your dreams in the comments below. Wait, be sure to check out the description for some great items. Many people love these. I'm sure you will too. Catch you on the next video.